There are scumbags out there who watch TV and they see these billboards and they think they're entitled to things, but they are the minority of the people who get hurt in the world. Now, should these SOBs have to pay? Oh, yeah. Welcome back to Under Oath. Partner Craig is with me, and we're going to our glass bucket of death because we're tired of people saying to us, hey,
we don't know what we're talking about.
Why did you choose this topic? So we're not choosing the topic. Right?
Okay.
Yeah. Why did you choose this topic?
Right.
So we're not choosing it at all.
Insurance scams. Aha. A Dashcam video has gone viral showing a car pulling in front of an SUV and brake checking them. This is a common method of insurance scamming. However, this person took it one step further. When the SUV managed to brake in time, avoiding any damage, this car backed into the SUV to make it seem like they had been rear-ended. Ooh, yeah, I actually saw this. This is so viral, I saw it.
Bad.
Yeah, and you wonder why insurance companies are so difficult to deal with.
No.
Because stuff like this happens.
No, stop it.
We have video proof of it happening.
Oh, that's why insurance companies are difficult for the 1 out of 50,000 cases? No, insurance companies are difficult because they're a profit-making horse.
You think this is 1 out of 50 cases?
Yes.
Out of 50,000 cases?
50,000. Easy.
Oh, no way.
Easy.
No way.
Easy. Name a case. You and I have handled thousands. We ever handled one where a guy intentionally backed into somebody?
We've handled more. That's the claim. And we've actually handled something that wasn't this type of scam.
Right.
But it was a bathroom scam, a slip and fall in the bathroom.
Yes, a slip and fall in the bathroom. It's not the reason why insurance companies refuse to settle cases. And that you said that makes me realize, did we just get a contract with State Farm or something? No. The fact is that insurance companies are profit-making entities. The less they give out, the more they hold on to. Insurance companies are investment companies. They want to keep that money in the investment accounts as long as possible, and that's why they drag this crap on. That's why they pay governors and senators to pass laws that are beneficial to them. That is unusual, and that is not the reason why insurance companies act the way they do.
This is cover. They're pretending like everybody acts like this when they know better, is what you're saying. This might happen once every 2 or 3 years.
I've never had a car accident case where the guy went driving around looking for the accident, switched places, backed into another car. I've had cases where a guy will say, I didn't cause the accident. They were in an accident and they claimed the other person caused it, and that can happen. But I've never had an intentional accident, a car accident like this or anything close to it. But yes, there are scumbags out there who watch TV and they see these billboards and they think they're entitled to things, but they are the minority of the people who get hurt in the world. Now, should these SOBs have to pay? Oh, yeah. I want them tried criminally because that's criminal fraud. That's aggravated battery.
Oh, that is an unbelievable level of fraud and battery. Yeah.
Okay, battery is a harmful or offensive touching, okay? That is typically a misdemeanor. If you do it in a car or a bat or you punch somebody really hard, it's called aggravated battery, which is a felony. Both these two should be, got out of the car, should be charged with aggravated battery. The video I saw had 4 people in the car. They were all in there. And guess what? We all know what an accessory to a crime is. They're all accessories to the felony.
I agree.
It's disgusting.
This one's probably not going to be a great topic for us because we both vehemently agree that this is a disgusting behavior on these people.
Now, I will argue for some of the people in the car, not the driver, and not the guy who switched places with him. I will represent the passengers who might have been part of this scheme.
Why would you do that? You don't think they're in on it?
I think they could claim they weren't.
They would have to at least admit what happened, right? In order for you to want to believe it.
I didn't know why they were doing this. I know what they're doing.
I got hurt because my friend decided he was going to try and do an insurance scam.
These two are nuts.
It wasn't my fault. He backed into her. I am legitimately hurt. And yeah, maybe it's not her fault, but he has insurance and I'm going to sue him.
And I mean, you're talking intentionally. I mean, she could have killed somebody. They could have killed somebody in that car. And they're going to go, well, we weren't going that fast. Well, that's because they had to slow down. You catch that car in the wrong way. You go off the side of the road. You flip the car. I mean, are we kidding? It's incredibly dangerous. They had no idea if the lady was going to hit him. The lady could have swerved severely, rolled her car, been thrown from the car if she wasn't wearing a seatbelt, or been severely injured. And what would they have done? They'd probably just drive off, right? Now, the question I'm wondering is, this is a group who knows what they're doing. This doesn't feel like a first-time thing.
Oh, based on the video I saw, it didn't look like they were a bunch of amateurs.
Okay. So what law firm were they using? Because there has been some really disgraceful attorneys who have worked with these groups.
I can't believe an attorney would involve himself.
Listen, there are bad doctors, bad police officers, bad lawyers, bad...
We would take their case too until we got the video, and then we would say, oh my gosh, your guys' description of what happened is completely refuted by this video. We can't represent you anymore.
Now, how many times, and this is what people don't hear, they don't hear how many cases an attorney will drop when they find out that they're being lied to. Now, I don't know what other attorneys do, but I can tell you when you and I get something and we're going, no, this isn't just us going, I don't know if we can win this. This is, wait a minute, we're being lied to. There's a video. Like we caught a video the other day, and we're not going to discuss what happened, but it was clear that the story we were told was not what happened.
You mean the video showed that
Get me in trouble. I don't want the bar calling me.
Well, I'm not giving away any secrets here.
But anything that could be, we're just saying the video was bad.
The video was terrible in that
it didn't happen.
It was completely counter to what our client said happened.
And you know what happened?
We dropped the case. That's what happened.
We actually took an unbelievable amount of crap from that client over it.
For dropping the case, yeah.
And it was just one of those things where you're going, listen, we don't get paid to lie to people for you. I remember a guy coming in one time and he said he was hurt. And I go, okay, are you hurt? He goes, no, but I could really use the money. And people don't understand what we do. And that's a scary thing. We talk about the law because everyone learns their law from TV.
And what did we do with that client?
I was nice about it.
Yeah.
I was nice. But I think it's important to explain to clients exactly what you're looking for. I mean, when you're fighting these cases, you go, okay, are you hurt? Are you this? And when you are, we'll fight like banshees for you. I mean, we'll just go crazy and do what we can. But when you see something like this, you and I were vomitous. That's the best way to pull it. I saw that video and I was sick. I was going, are you kidding me? And what made me sick is people think this is the norm. That's why when you first started off, I got really mad at you because it's not the norm. This is not what normally happens.
No, but it does happen. And you can understand why the insurance companies are leery because they never know on any given case, could this be a fraud? They always, think about how terrible your job is if you're an insurance defense attorney, right? How terrible is it that every time you encounter,
how is it terrible?
Because you have to wonder.
You're guaranteed to get paid.
No, I'm not talking about that.
I am. It's your job to get paid.
I'm talking about what you go through mentally. Hey, this person is injured or they're not, and they're trying to lie and steal. So either this is somebody who deserves help and compensation, or it's somebody who deserves to go to prison. And I don't know which type of person this is. And that's got to wear on you as a defense attorney over and over and over because you have to make that decision hundreds of times a month.
They're not doing decisions. They're based on analytics. They're based on billable hours. How many times have you and I said to each other?
I'm talking about the people who are attorneys who represent these insurance companies.
I know, I am too. How many times do you say to me, oh, he's probably going to settle after he does the depo because he wants the money?
Right, but don't you think that is a huge moral conflict for them when they're doing their job?
Billable hours is a huge conflict for attorneys?
No, the fact that they have to constantly make this decision. Hey, is this grandma?
Yeah, you ever hear the joke?
Does she really deserve money? Should I try to make sure that she's taken care of? Or do I need to go 100% in the direction of she's a liar, she's a thief, and she really deserves to go to prison because she's committing insurance fraud?
Yeah. Attorney dies and he goes to heaven and he's at the gates. And everyone's out there. I mean, they got marching bands, they got everything. And St. Peter goes, man, I got to tell you, humanity never ceases to amaze me. You are the oldest living man who has ever existed. 140 years. That's amazing. The guy goes, I'm 42. He goes, well, in billable hours, you're 140. The end is what it is. There are people out there yes, there are some defense attorneys who work for insurance companies who are generally nice people. The problem is that some firms that handle these cases, they promote, they live off billable hours. So they drag cases out. They don't settle.
That's a different aspect of what I'm talking about.
Well, I'm saying that.
I'm talking about how terrible it is that people who come out of school, who are riding the white horses, thinking they're going to serve justice for everybody, how jaded you get in that job, how quickly you get jaded to people and their plight.
Do you think people
you don't even feel sorry for people anymore?
Do you think people who work for a large corporation feel that way?
Yeah,
they're riding white horses.
I think generally at first, yeah. I think everybody comes out of school.
I ride a white horse, damn it.
I think everybody comes out of
I'm the one on the horse.
I think everybody comes out of law school with the idea, I'm going to be the good guy.
You think the average prosecutor is sitting on his white horse, or you think he thinks he's on a statue and he's the most important person in the room?
No, not to start. I think that's rare. I think when they come out of law school, they're looking to be the epitome of justice.
You and I have our whole career, our whole legal career, has spent the better part of 27 years fighting for people, individuals. We didn't represent huge companies. We didn't try to protect, a $10,000 policy when they're making billions. There are people who make their living, but don't confuse that you're doing the right thing. You're making a living. You're pushing paper. We're not pushing paper. We're changing people's lives. We're on the damn white horse. Now, there are times where our clients aren't great and we have to stop doing it.
Well, are you agreeing with me or are you disagreeing with me?
I think you're talking about what it's like representing the insurance companies.
You think people who come out of law school, you think that there's a portion of them, by your account, a large portion of them who actually don't care about the law?
Yes.
Actually don't care about people?
Yes.
Actually don't care about anything except, I think you're wrong.
Yes. You know why? Because they went into law for the money. A lot of people go to law school for the money. They don't go to law school because they watched LA Law as a kid and thought that I can help people.
That has not been my experience. Most young attorneys I meet want to do the right thing.
And how many of them
I don't know about the ones you meet.
How many of them typically go into criminal defense to start off with?
Oh, a lot of them do because a lot of them can't find a job other than the public defender's office or the state attorney's office.
There aren't a lot of jobs for that.
Which is not bad jobs, by the way.
There are not a lot of jobs for that. You think we got lucky. We started our careers early. Those jobs are very hard to get. Those jobs aren't easy. I think it's the best way to learn. But most people wind up clerking. They wind up working for a civil company. They wind up helping out a family lawyer. I mean, you and I have seen the worst areas of law possible. And
it still doesn't change my opinion on students coming out of law school thinking, hey, I want to do the right thing.
I interview them. I
interview them too. I've interviewed way more than you have.
Oh, and all of them were like, we want to do the right thing, Mr. Lind.
Oh, it's a common theme. Yeah. Not every single one of them. 100% of them didn't always say that, but that was generally speaking the gist.
I think the first question you should ask them is, how much money would you like to make?
More than my dad.
There you go.